Doesn't matter who you are, there's just some things you have to protect.
My cats.
But what do you do when the world fights back?
What was the first thing that came to your mind?
Guess I know now. Wish I could go back in time and tell myself. But I was not ready to hear it.
Beanie. We love a beanie. Oh, bloody need a beanie on right now, so cold.
Honorable Judge Maya Bird presiding in the case of People of the State of New York versus Alfred Hound. Defendant charged with attempted grand larceny.
How do you plead? Not guilty, Your Honor.
I see. Officer, please remove her cuffs. Now, before we begin, perhaps you should reacquaint yourself with your many previous encounters with the law.
New York. Oh. What's this? Mystery. Where did you get this picture of me as a child reading in a library?
I haven't seen this in a while.
What is this? Hudson Pier High School. Oh. Certify... What is that, my high school diploma? They're like, this is your life. Start wheeling people out. Previous criminal history. Petty... Wait. Why is it never... Hang on. Why has it never occurred to me before that petty larceny is petit? Like petite larceny. I thought it was petty larceny, like it was like petty, like it was small. I mean, I know petit means small, but I thought, for some reason, I thought it was like spelt P-E-T-T-Y, like when you're being petty or something. Well, today we learned. Petit. Newborn found near Holland's Tunnel.
Nothing like a trip down memory lane.
Why do you have a picture of me when I was found as a baby here?
Why are you here, Frey? Grand larceny? Is that who you really are?
No, it's just... I needed the cash for... Never mind.
Sooner or later, you're going to have to start taking accountability for your actions.
Says who?
Are you familiar with the persistent felony offender law, also known as the Three Strikes Law?
Wait, you can't do that. I never hurt anyone.
Just yourself. You have 2 previous felony thefts, and with this new one, your grand total will be 3. This could put you away for a very, very long time. You have so much
potential. I can do so much more with my life. I'm a smart girl with a bright future.
I was going to say you have so much anger and resentment in you, I'm not sure you'll ever amount to anything at all.
Burnt out gifted kid.
Truth hurts. But in the holiday spirit, I'm going to give you an early present. Try not to piss it away. I'm going to release you under the condition you serve 120 hours of community service.
Thanks. You won't regret it.
Next time you end up in front of me, I will not be as lenient. We clear? Good. You're free to go. Frey, one more thing. Happy almost birthday.
Thanks.
It's not too late to start using your gifts to help others.
Next guy that comes in getting his sentence is like, it's almost my birthday as well. Can I was a gifted child. Please, Judge.
That was close. That judge might have just saved my ass.
You're like, sir, I have your date of birth in front of me. It's 8 months away. I have a new birthday. It's when I was reborn.
Hey, excuse me. Your phone.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
No worries. Happens to all of us.
You saved my life, seriously. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. I should get back to Homer. Poor girl needs her dinner.
cat. So that kind of feels like the message there was like that she's not a thief, right? Like petty larceny is like she's probably taken something else, stuff that doesn't like hurt people, because otherwise she would have just taken that phone. Tracking objectives in the journal. New objectives been added. Check your current objectives in the journal section. Opens the journal. Head back to your apartment. The judge may have had a point, but it's not like I can just change who I am. And if I get caught one more time, my life is over. Which is why I gotta get the hell out of town.
I need to go straight home.
Yo, the world looks really good though. Christmas lights. Man, I was like almost tempted around Christmas time to go see the lights in London and stuff, but people, you know? Because it looks so pretty, but can I see it without crowds and just, you know, streets full of people? But look how pretty that is. Okay, let's go. Excuse me. Can I bump into people? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, look out. Coming through. Sorry. Why can't I bump her? I could bump the others. Oh. I can hear Christmas music. Ah. Bring it back.
I hate the cold. Gotta get inside.
Bewitchery. Tantalizingly upbeat. The ghost in the gods. Are you ready? Dun dun. Prime cuts. Brick oven pizza. Look how cute this tree is. I feel like those presents would last about 2 seconds on the streets of New York, wouldn't
I
they?
might see the inside of a courtroom again.
What you guys doing? Hanging out, getting a cold bum, sitting on a slab of concrete, eating a donut? Right. Is that a scone? Oh, they must have got it from here, look. Pretzels, hot dogs, and knish. It looks like it's a hot knish. What's in a hot knish? Good God, look at the size of those balls. Look at those. Mahusif. Coffee when you really need to wake up.
Hello?
Oh,
Goodbye. Oh, fuck.
Ray. Thought we wouldn't find you?
Hey,
Lisa!
Lisa? Really? I thought she was Lisa.
That's Chrissy!
Huh. Well, in my defense, you don't really look like a Lisa.
Where is it?
Oh, I don't have it, all right? There were complications. Not like I wanted to get caught stealing the car, but here we are.
We don't like complications.
her coat looks really warm.
You're running out of chances.
Yeah, I've been hearing that one a lot today.
Damn.
Get the car back.
The
It's not that
car.
easy. It's been impounded. What's so special about this car anyway?
It's none of your damn business. Our boss, Mr. Gigan, is very unhappy. So unless you get it back, one of us is gonna be in a lot of pain.
Do I get to pick?
Keep joking. We will leave your body in this fucking alley, and I promise you, no one is gonna miss you. No.
Okay. Okay, fine. Look, just tell your boss, Mr. Chicken.
Gigan.
Gwiggin.
Gigan!
All right, great Giggin. Great gig. I just tell him I need some more time. But for now, here's some collateral.
Mr. Giggity.
Damn it, Ray!
Oh, breaking me!
Damn you, Ray!
See ya, losers. Escape. Sheep Pom Pom, thank you so much for the prime. Welcome to our island. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you using that in here. Escape from the gang members. If you don't move fast, the gang will catch up with you. You can run using zzz and jump using zzz. Try to give your pursuers the slip.
Damn it, Frey! Get the fuck back here, Frey!
I jump.
No turning back
I
now.
jumping.
Oh, you okay? Oh, shit, I have to go.
No time
I'm
to
so
worry
sorry.
about him. Keep running.
I gotta find a way out of here.
Yeah. Jump. Not that way. That way. Not that way either. Okay.
Where the fuck are you, Frey?
Yeah, there's no point in running, you know?
Maybe it's safer to go through the alley.
Go for it.
Won't they just give up already? Hopefully I'll lose them when I get out on the street.
The parkours.
Almost there.
They're about to run up the wall then.
Where'd she go? Huh? Well, fucking answer me! Where'd she go? We will find you, Frey! You will burn! Fuck!
Literally, if that was me having to do that, I'd be against that wall, like in the cartoons when their chest's going. My lungs about to explode out of my chest, having to run from people.
Homer must be waiting for me. Better get inside before I freeze.
Up we go. Oh, use the ladder. Thought I was gonna wall run. New York. Does she sound like she's New York? So used to every New York accent being like so, you know, accentuated.
Home sweet hell.
It's kind of cute. It's got charm, you know. The archive records the details of any written materials you find, people you meet, and a host of other useful things. Opens the archive. Okay. It's me. I'm a resident of Hell's Kitchen who's just about to turn 21. Having been abandoned as a bebe near entrance to Holland Tunnel, she spent the years that followed moving from one foster home to the next. Sad. Upon graduating from high school, she set out to make a life for herself in the city. Where's my cat?
She doesn't like this, but it's all I have.
Parblend.
I wonder where Homer's at.
I respect that there's pretty much nothing else in this apartment, but she still makes sure to have some cat food. Homer. Ah, Alice in Wonderland.
Curiouser and curiouser, cried Alice. Wish I could find that rabbit hole and tumble away to Wonderland.
Oh, a little bit of foreshadowing for the Forspoken one. Sneakers. Okay, 1, 2, or 3, left to right. 1, 2, 3. Which would you wear? Which are the best pair there? It's got to be 1 or 2.
Stare at you guys all day.
2 for me, but 1's not bad. I like the texture on them. Maybe that's what she yoinks. Sneakers.
The Holland Tunnel, site of my folks' great disappearing act. Who leaves a newborn baby on the street? Well, at least it wasn't the Queens Midtown Tunnel.
What does that say on it?
That
what is that? Alphas? What can I read? I can't read cursive. Where's my cat?
Finally, I can start over.
Oh, her name, Alpha. Alfie. Alpham. No whiteboard, no problem. Just cardboard and a pen, man. Get enough cash, take care of gigging shit one last time. Food and carrier for Homer. Buy ticket to Penn Station. Leave on the 23rd, so that's tomorrow. Our plan is to leave tomorrow.
Hey.
The Bible.
I'm sorry I'm late, I know. Miss me? Oh, well, thank you, but my birthday isn't for another few days.
The little cat waddle, they got that animation
I
down.
just forgot. Been so busy recently. Oh, well, you know. Important things to do. Holding court, slaying dragons. I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal. Real big deal. Everybody needs me. We are getting out of the city, Homer.
They take this dialogue from me talking to my
Away
cats.
from
What's going on?
assholes, the garbage, the cops. That is just enough to get us started. Yeah. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats. Even ones like you. I just can't wait for clean air, bright skies. No more chases, no more cops, no more fights. Tomorrow. One more sleep, and we are out of here.
Guys, she can't even afford to get her jeans repaired, you know?
Can't wait to be any other place but this.
It's very sad. That cat's like, yo, can you steal like a bed or a rug or something? Just wooden floors everywhere, mum. Jeez. There's pet patting around on the wood all the time. Can't even go out in New York City. Get me a rug or something. Put down a towel. Jesus. Oh no!
Shit.
Get the cat.
Homer! Girl, come on, we gotta go!
Gotta find Homer first.
Alright, well I was just picking up the bag on the way. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't trying to leave.
Homer! Come on, baby!
Where you at? Cat! Where is that coming from?
Homer! Oh, holy shit. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Now! No, no, no!
Oh, is that all the money in it? That's why I said take the bag with you.
Fuck the bag! Window it is.
Alright, get out. Get the cat out.
Motherfuckers!
Ah, they did this? Yo, I would be fuming, not even for my own life. If someone endangered my cat's life, it's over for you.
And finally, the blaze that engulfed the abandoned building in the Hell's Kitchen district of Manhattan has been ruled as arson. Luckily, no one was harmed in the fire. The FDNY believe it was set by some local gang members. The suspects are still at large.
Ah, we got you. The fact that when it started and it said things you'd fight to protect for, and I was like, cats, and now the entire first act is like taking care of our cat. This game knew what it was doing.
Sorry, girl.
Frey, what happened to you? You look like hell.
Are you allergic?
Oh, giving her away.
Cats. Are you allergic to cats?
No, I love cats, but are you in trouble?
Good. She likes wet food, the flaky kind, not pate. She needs a warm place to sleep, maybe a lap every once in a while. And she needs a bath, but good luck with that.
Frey, what's going on?
Her name is Homer. Promise me you'll look after her. Promise. Thank you.
Also, she doesn't wear nice sneakers. Like,
What are you
hers are
doing,
all
Frey?
busted.
The right thing. I need some time to sort some stuff out, but I'll come back for her. It just might take a while.
Frey, wait. If you're in trouble, I can help you, Frey.
Happy holidays.
Mom. Mom, don't leave.
All right. Homer's safe. Now what am I gonna do?
Jeez. Could never.
Full circle.
Christmas.
Happy birthday to me.
And Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Mom. No, I'm better than that. No, I'm gonna fix things. Get Homer back. Finally get out of...
Schwump.
Huh? What?
A new archive entry. Homer. Frey's cat, and the only family she has. Homer started out as a stray who occasionally wandered into Frey's apartment, but once Frey started feeding her new friend, a bond began to develop. They've been inseparable ever since. When Frey's apartment building burned down and she thought all hope was lost, her last good deed was to see that Homer had somewhere safe to live.
I know what that is.
Sad. What is it? Strays turned babies? I wonder if there was a way to do the shh, you know, the satisfying slide that you can do down ladders. Thud-a-da-da-da-da-dunk.
It's beautiful.
Hmm.
Nope, not getting in that way. Must be another way.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely no one in here. Seriously? Who would just leave this?
Mysterious trinkets.
I mean, wow.
If you found something crazy, would you put it on, or would you be like, oh, this is some Curse of the Mummy thing? Or would you be like, maybe I'll get powers? That's like whether you're a pessimist or an optimist, isn't it? Hello, little trophy. Sure. Thanks. Chapter 2, Down the Rabbit Hole. Bright light. I'd risk it for sure.
What? The actual... fuck?
Even if someone was like, it's cursed, I'd be like, give it here. Life's about to get interesting.
Whoa, wait, stop! Shit! Oh, no! Oh, come on!
I mean, you did say you wanted to get away. Curiouser and curiouser.
Where am I?
Switzerland.
What's happened to me? Damn, that is a serious draft.
Wow, her hair moves really nicely. Wow, that looks so pretty.
Whoa.
See, now this would be perfect if you'd brought your cat with you. You'd just be like, yo, I'm just chill here for the rest of my days.
Where on earth is this?
Athia?
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself!
Show myself? I've shown. I'm showing. I can't get more showed. Show myself indeed.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. The thing that you so fruitlessly tried to remove. Oh, hello, yes. Oh, perhaps you're smarter than you look.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You, the one talking to me right now, are this... cuff?
Cuff? It's a bit reductive, isn't it? Cuff? Pfft. Gauntlet, maybe. Vambrace. Oh, Vambrace. Vambrace. Yeah, no, it's definitely Vambrace.
No. This is batshit bananas!
Ah, and yet it's the truth. Stop your hurting me now!
Seriously?
No. But what you're doing is completely futile.
How is this happening?
Well, what were you doing before this was happening? Hmm?
I was... Doesn't matter.
Pan, thanks for the 100 biddies. It does sound like Paul Bettany, doesn't
Still
it?
here.
Whoever is doing this, stop. This is one sick joke. I am out of here.
You can't run away from me. I am literally attached to you. Why don't we settle down a bit and talk about ourselves? Talk about our interests in life, perhaps.
I am not hearing this. This is all a bad dream.
Look how nice this looks. gorgeous world. A castle all to myself. It needs a bit of garden work, though. I mean, this is like, what is this? You know? Jeez. Get the gardeners in. Be fine. Be right as rain. Excuse me. I wonder if you can, I'm curious to, like, try those other graphic ones, whether you can do that. You probably have to restart, I would imagine. Oh, wait. Can I just do it here? Hang on. Let me see. If I did that, does it just do it? I want to see, like, how it actually changes. Did do it. Ray tracing. Look any different? Little bit. I never know if it's a placebo, if I'm like, yeah, the graphics are nicer, and then the game would probably be like, this does not take effect until you restart, and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm making it up. Then if I do performance-based, lowers resolution to achieve a higher frame rate. Let me see if I can get a better frames. That's definitely... Wow, okay, that's cool that it does it on the fly, because that's definitely a higher frame rate. I actually like that. That's so... She moves so much smoother. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm a bit of a sucker for the higher frame rate over the stunning ray tracing and stuff, actually. Nice. And I still think that looks just as pretty, honestly. Alright. Let us explore. The castle. Jonathan Cake. The most British name ever. Jeez. Voices the cuff. Voice actor reading for Cuff. Name, Jonathan Cake. Right, you've got the job. What else has old Cakey boy done? Anyone know? I guess I'm not exploring in here. Mm. Ah, Mr. Cake. Yes. Mr. Cake's Bakery. A character from a kids show. Jonathan Cake at your service. I'd just say my name all the time if my name was Cake. Mr. Cake. That's Dr. Cake. I'd book restaurants under the name Dr. Cake. I mean, I could do that anyway. No one's stopping me. They're not asking for ID. Do what I want.
Be careful not to trip on anything.
You can also see things? This cannot be fucking real.
Listen to me, Frey.
How the hell do you know my name?
We are bonded.
Bonded? What do you mean bonded? Why is this happening? This is... No. On bond now!
As you can see, you're stuck with me, and I with you. And only you can hear me.
A friend for life.
Stop talking! This is completely insane!
Clampier, thank you so much for the prime.
Frey,
Welcome.
slow down. You need to listen to me.
Thank you for the
No,
sub.
what I need is to figure out how to get back. I thought I wanted out. I was wrong. I was in a bad place.
Well, this place might be worse, depending on how you look at it.
What do
Also,
you
let me
mean?
know if I'm saying your name wrong. Dun 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 dun. Are we hopping over the edge? What are we doing? I keep getting lost. I have a terrible sense of direction. Jogging everywhere. There we go.
Quiet.
What?
Hide.
Is that a motherfucking dragon?
Shh. Don't let it see you.
You think? Is it gone?
Yes.
Fetch me my
We should
insect
leave this place
glaze.
as well.
With that thing out there? I don't think so.
I'm sure the creature is far away by now, and besides,
What?
you won't last long without anything to eat.
Fine. And how exactly do you plan on getting out?
I believe climbing that wall might be our best option.
Meow. She looked at the wall like it was going to be this great challenge, and then just the next scene starts with her hopping over it. It's like, yoink. I feel like this is going to be, you know, 10 years, conversations with Cuff is going to be all of us with our phones or whatever AI we have in whatever we're wearing, whether it's in our glasses or in an earpiece or something, you know? Maybe even less time than that. You'll occasionally be able to stop and chat with Cuff about recent developments. When this happens, simply pick a topic to start the conversation.
Hey, Cuff.
Show him your phone. See what he says.
What in all creation is that contraption?
It's a smartphone. It's for texting, calling, games, videos, taking selfies, and... Which, by the way, I am not gonna explain to you, so don't bother asking.
I know what a selfie is.
Really?
Not really. What else can that thing do?
It also has GPS, which would usually tell me exactly where I am.
So where are you?
Somewhere between purgatory and hell.
It told you that?
Sure did.
The phone for uses to stay in touch with the world. At least that's what it's supposed to be for. It's mostly filled with pictures of the adorable Homer. Unfortunately, Athia doesn't seem to get cell phone coverage, so she can only use the camera. What are you?
So, if we are bonding...
Correction. Bonded.
Whatever. If we are stuck with each other, then what's your deal?
My deal.
Who are you?
I am what you see.
Lovely. And I suppose you'll tell me more if I answer your riddles 3?
I don't follow.
Never mind.
How did you become a bracelet?
So, have you always been this?
What's the law?
This
chatty bling.
As I recall...
Chatty Bling's my hip-hop name.
What do you recall?
I traveled here. Athia was not my home. I, like you, am an outsider. When I arrived, there was a lot of turmoil between the Tantas.
The who was?
The Tantas. They were 4 very powerful women who ruled Athia, each with a special ability.
Like what? Magic or something?
If by magic you mean the ability to turn me into an inanimate object, then yes.
The 4 mummies. Powerful sorceresses who once ruled over Athia's 4 realms. Each embodied a different virtue, which in turn shaped how they chose to rule. They were much loved by the people of Athia, who enjoyed lives of plenty under their guidance, but according to Cuff, all was not necessarily as harmonious as it might have seemed on the surface. I mean, I'm getting like big, like actual children's literature vibes, like Alice in Wonderland, like Wizard of Oz, and these kinds of things, like having read those books recently. That's kind of what the lore of this place is kind of giving me that it's inspired by and making references to. I mean, they even had the Alice in Wonderland book in there.
Why were you rusting at that old shop anyway?
Good question. I've been wondering that myself. All I do know is that before I visited Earth, I was here in Athia.
Wait, what? That means it must be your fault I wound up here.
How dare you? It was nothing to do with me. If you must know, I'm as keen to find out what brought us here as you are.
A mysterious continent in another world that is somehow both stunningly beautiful and deeply unsettling. A thick, foreboding blanket of what looks like fog envelops its medieval-looking buildings, adding to the otherworldly effect. And if that wasn't proof enough that Frey is very far from home indeed, there are deadly monsters to contend with too. Never mind. Let me explore. Shut your mouth, Cuff. Shut your cake, old cake.
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
Language.
Oh, one of my talents, if you will. It seems like there's a small settlement up ahead. Perhaps we can rest there.
Cuff compass. Cuff has many powers, including the ability to show the way to your next destination. At certain times it won't be available when it happens, an icon indicating slip it.
And you know that how? What are you?
The extent of my abilities is nigh on limitless. I'm a vambrace after all.
Uh-huh.
Here we go.
So, this is Athia?
Janoon.
Janoon.
Bless you.
I thought you said...
Athia, big picture. Janoon, small picture. Janoon is part of Athia.
I get it. Like New York City versus New York State.
Exactly. I think. I have no idea what Newark is.
No, not Newark. New York.
Is there a difference?
About 1 million.
Me looking at the map. We're free. No. What is an empty fountain? Wow. The pointy fingers, as they shall be known. I will name everything in this place. I am its queen now.
Hey, look at you.
I'd be careful.
Come on, don't be shy.
Seriously, I wouldn't. Let's just keep moving.
Why are you so freaked out by this fella?
Whoa!
Because it's not as it seems.
You tell me that now? Shit!
Well, don't just stand there.
Evil red panda badger thing. Attack magic. Frey can use her unique bond with Cuff to call forth powerful offensive spells. Press R2 to fire off quick magic. Hold it down to build up single power various attacks.
What the?
Hey.
Don't stop panicking now.
Protective powers. Protect you from enemy attacks, reducing damage dealt. Won't need to do anything to make him block, but you need to keep an eye on your health. Okay, cool. No block button. Charge it up. Come on, you little punk. Dude, I love PlayStation controllers.
Did I just do that?
The way they handle shooting is so satisfying.
I did not just do that.
We did.
I just move shit with my mind.
Perhaps our connection has somehow awoken some abilities.
I just moved shit with my mind.
I just keep hearing I.
I just move shit with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, talk to sentient cuffs, kill jacked up beasts. You know what? I'll probably fly next.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line.
If you could just master these new abilities, with my help, of course.
Did you not just see me take out that gnarly beast? Oh, bring it, you mangled monsters. Yeah.
Confidence grows. After that line, I would 100% put money on like her flying at some point, for sure. So wait, I said I can change stuff. Shield shot, scatter shot. Let's see what these other ones do.
Here it comes.
Neat. Experience. Defeat foes at enough and level will increase. You may also find other ways to earn experience on your travels, such as completing quests. Find somewhere to rest. Alrighty.
The fuck?
Oh, that was funny. Just like the casual swearing there. Gathering resources. Athia's full of useful resources such as ore and medicinal plants. You just have to know where to look. They'll prove extremely useful.
What's up with the animals here?
They did seem somewhat altered, didn't they? Makes you wonder what can have caused such a mutation.
Look at all this beautiful purple
Yeah,
plantage.
like what happened here?
But I love, it's one of my favorite things with the PS5 is it has, in a lot of games, basically like it feels like a real trigger, I guess, where it puts like resistance in the back bumpers. So you know how other controllers just always, it's just a loose bumper like button, it's just a button press. Oh god, I alerted them. But PlayStation's like able to add different resistances, like depending on the weapon that you use, and it sounds like something that's just really shouldn't add much, right? It's a bit like, sounds gimmicky, which it is, but for some reason it works. Whenever I'm always surprised when I go back to PlayStation and play it and it works. It like adds a little bit to it, you know. Healing drafts and health. Frey can drink healing drafts in order to restore her health. If her health drops to 0, it's game over. Press down to heal. Okay. Dun dun dun. 'Cause the first game I ever played on PlayStation 5 was Returnal, and that was the first time I experienced that. I was like, what? That feels cool, you know? Purple. Streams can often struggle when there's like lots of grass and foliage in games, so I don't know if it's like fully coming over how pretty this is, but it's very nice graphics. Rip. Oh yeah, let me try this other one.
Yup.
Then do I chuck it? Quite a close range thing. What do we rate this outfit out of 10? I like the top. I like a bit of plaid. So I feel like that won't go very fast. Let me change back to that other one. That has a range as well, mid-range. Gorgeous. Little skies.
Whoa. What the hell? What is this weird feeling?
There seems to be some sort of malignant miasma in the air.
Okay, turning back now.
It doesn't seem to be affecting you, though, does it? Besides, I doubt there'd be much benefit in retracing your steps.
So this miasma, what exactly is it?
It's quite mysterious, isn't it? I suspect it might be what's causing all the local wildlife to look so peculiar.
Oh, I just realized his voice is coming out of the controller as well. I don't know if you can hear that.
Come indeed. Could it be thanks to your commendable
Stuff like
choice
that.
of traveling companion, perhaps?
Nope, not that. Definitely not that.
I always play with headphones on, so I never
Nothing but
realize, but
ruins.
they do quite a bit of that.
Looks like no one's been here for a while. I wonder how long everything's been in this shitty state.
Perhaps we should find somewhere else to search?
Cuff scanning. Call upon Cuff's powers to help you detect nearby enemies and items can be extremely useful when trying to figure out what am I...
There's something there.
Looking for things. Can we break crates and stuff?
Yeah.
Any loot? I like to smash. Support magic provides a wide variety of effects that can help turn the tide of battle in your favor. Might want to slow down an annoyingly quick enemy or even stop them in their tracks before launching your attack. Support magic is the key to doing so. You can cast your currently selected support spell with L2 and open a menu with L1. Just be aware that after you cast a support spell, you'll have to wait a while before you can use it again. However, you can speed up this process by successfully landing a strike using attack magic. So what do we have? Bind and... Oh, wait, bind is... Hang on, I have bind and disperse. Cause flowers to spring up. Bind ties enemies in a tangle of weeds. Oh, I like how the game like goes slow motion whilst we're doing this. Look.
Yup.
Get tangled. magics.
So much for clean air and bright skies.
And then we'll try the other one, which
Try to
is
escape to someplace better, and where do I wind up? Someplace 10 times worse.
Poor you.
this voice, as she would say in New York.
Close call.
Oh, didn't mean to heal. Meant to do the old cuff scan. There we go. Loot. Yeah, the sound out the controller, I think, was something on PS4 as well. I think. But they do it way more with PS5 stuff and way more creatively. That's a bar! It's me! Use R3 and lock on. Enemy in question remains fixed. Okay. Locked. Annihilation vibes.
That's it.
Tried to like booty slam me. I got a shield. Surge magic. Using attack and support spells gradually charges surge magic and eventually enable you to cast an extra powerful spell, an ultimate if you will. Yeah.
Back off!
Killer blows. Break your enemy's composure. They'll open themselves up to a brutally damaging attack that will exploit Cuff's capabilities to deal devastating damage. Beautiful alliteration there. If you're close enough, simply press triangle. And it restores health. Yeah. Mana and magic. You leveled up and earned some mana, which can be used to teach Frey new spells. In order to do so, you need to go to the magic section of the menu. Spend mana. You say mana or mana? I always said mana, but I think it's mana. Mana is gone. Get. Yep. Mana is gained by leveling up. Can also occasionally be found in the field. Add a new spell to your skill set. Flow. High speed, movement, and parkour. Which was like the early stuff I saw of this game.
Thanks,
God,
Professor.
over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago,
Sure.
was
Cuff.
the running around and the magic spells where I was like, damn, this looks interesting.
Shit!
Oh, okay.
It might be wiser to run this time.
No kidding.
Magic parkour. Break into a sprint, escape enemies.
Okay, this is awesome. I am catching some serious air.
Very impressive. Just try not to catch some air into a seriously empty grave. Look out!
I could run like a wind. That was close. Where the hell are we now?
The big city, I suppose?
Was she about to say run like a whale?
Hello? Anyone home? Say something if you can hear me.
Not a sound.
Or like the
Well,
wind,
let's
maybe.
keep looking. You should probably keep an eye out for somewhere to rest, too.
Let's see what's over there.
Setting a destination. Easy to lose your way in the world. Make use of destination markers to have Cuff help you find the way. Any destination you mark will be tracked at the top of the screen. See the buildings, the landmarks. Okay. Place nearby for a rest. Skeletons there. Magic parkour allows you to explore your surroundings with acrobatic ease, climbing tall buildings in mere moments and scaling obstacles as if they weren't even there. Why not hold down and see what you can find in the town around Junoon Castle?
Is there not a single person left?
It very much seems that way. Perhaps this oddness with the air drove them to escape to safer climes.
No, that's a
Hope
little
so.
baby skeleton.
At least that would mean they're still alive.
A little child skeleton. That's instantly so sad. Oh, see something.
Better than nothing, I suppose.
I'll be the judge of that.
Whoa. See if we spy anything. Critical hits. Attack an enemy without them spotting you or get in a strike from the side or behind, inflict extra damage. More likely if you attack from behind than the side. If you're clever, check the lay of the land ahead with cuff scan. Position yourself. It's up here, isn't it? Go up.
I sense a hostile presence. Be on your guard.
Can you get up?
Yeah. Stay frosty. Got it.
Ah, I've given myself away here, haven't I? Oh, okay. They can climb! Unexpected. Come on. Let's try this other spell. Poison ivy. Why can I suddenly not go to the roof like I did before? Is it because I'm in combat or something? What's this?
What the hell happened here? Not only is it completely empty, but this place is...
I'll try.
Twisted.
Perhaps it has something to do with strange creatures prowling about the place?
I ran up to the roof so earlier on the other one. Why am I now stuck there? Maybe it's when there's those leaves there, I'm not supposed to be up on that roof. Sliding down them. Spine stone.
Yeah.
Oh, stop! Freya, stop!
Huh. What's this?
It's wearing like a long black cloak or something. I'd yoink that and start wearing that around the place.
Something's there. What shall we do?
Could pretend we didn't notice.
Let's get the XP though.
Think we might need to take a step back.
I couldn't agree more.
Never. This bit of the soundtrack sounds like it's about to break into Night on Bear Mountain. Bum, bum, bum. Da, 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 da. No. Okay, so we just have to do it in like steps. I just can't run all the way up one. So I think I'm going over here, yeah? It's pretty satisfying movement. Ankle. Yeah.
Well, this place is fun.
I imagine it was once.
What's up, Ashley?
Happy,
What's up, Laura?
Smiling faces on every corner.
Fitz,
I can
what's up?
picture it now.
Damn. Everything just looks broken.
Not exactly the most poetic of descriptions, but yes, I suppose it does.
The break. The world Frey finds herself stranded in is seemingly devoid of people. Buildings stand ruined, vicious monsters roam the ravaged land. Frey christens the strange phenomenon that seems to be the cause of all these problems the break.
Is there nowhere that's not, like,
broken by this shit?
I suppose there might be somewhere. We should be safe here.
Good. I'm exhausted.
Athia is made up of 4 realms governed by its own Tanta. To the north lies Janoon with its rich, fecund forests to the east. Praenost, heavy with mountains. Westward, the great plains of Visoria stretch off to the horizon, and to the south, the shimmering waters of Avalorida glisten in the sun. Or at least they did before the corruption brought misery and ruin upon the land. Some health. Athia was once a rich and vibrant land full of life and laughter, but then the corruption came, and from the first day it emerged, it was clear that nothing would ever be the same again for its once carefree people. Those it touched were lost forever. Those lucky enough to escape it were forced to abandon their homes and flee to Shippo, the only place where safety could be found. Or so they believed. Well, this is cute little cottage, isn't it? Would you stay here on Airbnb? Would you be like, yes, sign me up? Or would you be like, oh no, if you saw this? It was somewhere you wanted to be. It's one of those unique novelty ones, you know? Stay in an old chapel, that kind of thing. Oh. Lovely bed. Time to take a rest.
Oh, nice. I could use a rest.
I bet that bed is well hard.
Sounds like trouble.
Yes, and given what we've seen so far,
I totally
I'd say
thought
you
she was
need
going to have
be
like a
very
dream or
careful
something.
In case you're planning on investigating.
Whoa. My LEDs are going off. I'm all blue. Dabba-dee dabba-die.
Shit! What is it now? Is this the break shit's doing too?
I believe so. It corrupts everything it touches before destroying it completely. Now hurry up and get out of here while you still can.
Why am I fine? I like this. Is this what nighttime's going to be like in the game? Because it's a really nice hue, you know?
What now?
Well, for starters, I think we should.
Honestly, that's probably the exact sound you would make if a dragon flew towards you.
Too late for that.
Are we fighting a dragon? Alright. Evasion and magic parkour. Use magic parkour to dodge enemy attacks in battle. Press at the right moment and take a quick step out of the way. Hold down while performing magic to evade automatically. Find that different enemies require different approaches.
Hey, what the hell do I do here?
Fighting might be a little.
How the hell am I supposed to fight a dragon?
Anything that big must have a weak point.
Piercing attacks. Dealing a lot of damage if Frey doesn't evade them in time. Telltale signs of an enemy building one up. Sure. Oh, there it is.
That'll do it. Ready?
Careful, you're about to get badly bitten.
You were saying?
I was holding the button though.
Try not to get stepped on.
I mean, that feels very nice. The dodging feels very cool.
Whoa, did you see that? That's not a good thing, is it?
Probably not. You might want to find some cover. Fast.
Shit! Oh, fuck!
Dragon? Unblockable. Even more deadly than piercing blows, can't be blocked or evaded. They deal a huge amount of damage.
Okay, this is bad. Very bad.
Take cover!
Yep.
Gonna do it again, huh?
Come on, drop dead already.
I'm afraid our reptilian friends is as stubbornly healthy as ever.
Hang on. I feel like the scatter shot's good.
Sloppily you move.
Hey, fuck off. Nope, not working.
Get the belly.
Shit.
Look out!
Is this even doing anything?
I think so. Keep chipping away.
Oh.
Heal yourself. Come on.
Yes, I'm gonna need more cover.
And quickly.
Oh, it's doing the thing. Ah! Oh my god, I just made it in time. I was about to be barbecue.
That's not doing much.
That's it. Show that beast what it means to mess with a vambrace.
Yeah, Vambrace. Let's get you a new name. Rib jab. That was so less impressive than it needed to be in that moment. Eh.
Come on.
Get him again. What's he doing? Is he doing the fire? I can't tell. Wah. 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 Dodge.
Oh, come on.
That's the stuff. Keep at it.
There.
When water goes down the wrong pipe. Grit, thank you so much for the 23 months resub. Happy Tuesday, happy bins night. That was a cool fight. That was a very cool dragon. I like the dodging.
Do you think it's dead? The dragon?
Well, it did get crushed by all that rubble.
I don't know. Let's get out of here. Like when it's nighttime, it's obviously Game of Thrones gets that a lot. Any nighttime scene that's too dark, like just do something like this because you can still see everything. You know, even in games that do it, it's like I don't want to turn my brightness up. This looks really nice.
What? How does that thing not even have a scratch?
Dodge rolls. Use magic parkour while preparing a spell. You make an even bigger evasive maneuver than the usual quick sidestep. Prepare an attack or a support spell, and then hold. Okay.
Doesn't look like we'll have much cover here. The dragon doesn't succumb to the urge to blast us with its beam of death.
I just can't catch a break.
You need to get directly in front of it now.
What? Are you trying to get me killed?
It has a blind spot. Trust me.
Fuck.
I trusted you, Cuff.
Keep at it. I think you're finally getting somewhere.
It's gone again.
Stay alert. Try to work out where it will attack from next.
Oh, can't
Here
see
it comes
it.
again.
Hey, yo, back the fuck off!
Where is ye? You doing the thing or not?
Okay, here we go.
You know there's nowhere to run, don't you?
Fuck!
Yoinked. Some not so petty larceny.
Any bright ideas?
What if it's actually friendly? It's just Dragon Uber.
Make this fucker let go!
But you'll die if you fall from up here.
I'm gonna die anyway, asshole!
I don't know. I think I would let the dragon get to where it's going before I did that, but... Whoa.
Are you all right?
I think so.
Where'd it go? Blip dragon.
Looks like there's a town up there.
A terrifying black serpent seen darkening the skies all over Athia. The wind of its wings alone is ferocious, and anyone foolish enough to get too close will be bitten, scratched, and whipped with its enormous tail before they've even had time to think. Add to that the great blasts of energy it can generate from the core in its chest, and you have an enemy so formidable that anyone facing it will have only two choices: run or die. Dragon?
Hopefully one that isn't deserted.
Well, we'll never find out if you don't go and see.
Dragone? What do you think the little sort of symbol on her jeans is kind of a reference to? Because it's got to be something, right?
We're saved.
What is it, like a hand? Like a glove? Is that a kind of like Alice reference somehow or something?
The hell?
Move, monster!
Hey, the fuck you calling monster?
The monster speaks!
Yeah, of course I speak, and put your pointy stick away, asshole!
Move!
Alright, moving!
It's the stocks for you.
Where are we now?
This is the city of
Oh,
Support.
suddenly surrounded by
Why are they
people after not
speaking
seeing
English?
anyone.
It's my experience that languages share commonalities across many dimensions.
Okay, any answer works for me, I guess.
Quiet! Keep moving, fiend!
Of course. Back in court.
Oh yeah, this really parallels the start stuff. Interesting. Like a lot of fairy tales, it's that kind of... Oh, it's like your real life, so is it real?
Easy.
Settle. Settle. Who are you, child?
Who are you?
I would humble thyself and answer their questions.
I got this. I'm used to repping thyself.
I don't think you comprehend the gravity of your situation.
I've gotten myself out of much tougher scrapes than this, thank you very much. So why don't you shut your shiny mouth and let me do the talking?
Look at her. She speaks with invisible beings. Is she in cahoots with demons?
What? No. And who uses cahoots?
I would like to hear the answer to Councilwoman Billet's question, child.
Bringing it back.
My name is Frey Holland. I do not know how I got here. I am exhausted. I am starving, and all I want is to go home.
Her vestments are strange. Where is she from?
Hell's Kitchen.
You see? She is hell's spawn. How else could she survive in the corruption?
Please. How did you emerge from the corruption of Junoon unscathed?
I wouldn't exactly say unscathed.
It is because she and the corruption are one and the same. We must execute her immediately!
Wait, what? No, that's crazy. I don't even know how I got here.
Please, listen to me. I believe we need her.
Who wishes to address the council?
Forgive me, I am Odin Keen.
Yes, you're odd and keen, we get that, but what is your
All
name?
is guilty of is surviving the corrupted lands. We've much to learn from her. Until now, we've only met her with blades. Perhaps we could extend her a hand of kindness.
The devil will accept your kindness, as it bites your hand, spreading
This guy's hat is something else.
We must deal with this interloper swiftly.
Lady Gaga playing this game,
Please.
taking notes, like,
Both Odin King and Councilman Janesh have made very compelling arguments. Council is divided. Therefore, there shall be no blood spilled today. But heed my warning, child. If you prove a threat, we will have no choice but to eliminate you. Take her to the Tower of Binoy.
Please, Councilwoman Bellet, your ruling is too harsh.
Council is adjourned.
She has done nothing wrong.
Wait, what, Tower of Binoy? What's the Tower of Binoy?
I believe it's a prison.
Please! What? Oh, hell no! I'm not getting locked up again! Let me go! Let me go! Don't touch me, asshole! Oh. No!
the old spear jab. Completed. Dun 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 dun. XP. Remind me at some point to spend my XP, because I'm terrible for remembering to spend points and XP in games. Like, I will literally get to the point where I'm stuck and then someone goes, have you spent your skill points? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I'm so underleveled and have no powers. I'm enjoying this so far. Wonder how long it is overall. Do a little bit with it today and then see how we go.
Get up.
Hello?
Get up.
Okay. The mornings lately be like.
Get up.
Right. I mean, what do you want me to do? Push a button?
Get up! Get up! Get up!
Look. I am
New free alarm sound for
I'm
everyone.
9 miles from home in a Ren Fair nightmare. Just let me die in peace.
If you die, I'm just a meaningless bauble that they bury you with.
And I am fine with that. Just leave me alone. You know what? None of this is my fault. This is all your
And
fucking
tell me
fault.
how exactly this is my fault.
Can we just not talk?
Fine. Fine by me. Suit yourself. I'd love a bit of silence.
Fantastic.
Like, is that a glove on her leg? Looks like a hand, right?
You say another fucking word.
Jailbreak. Prison break. Time to reveal that I've got tattoos of this
I
place.
missed the Hell's Kitchen courthouse.
Hello?
Shit, of course it's locked.
Damn, it's almost like they would have thought of that in a prison or something. Let's run up here.
I doubt you'll be squeezing your way to freedom through there.
No shit.
Got powers
Damn it,
though.
this is going nowhere.
Did that piss bucket do something to annoy you?
No. You know what? You did. Because of you, I'm not getting back to
Newark?
New York. How hard is that to remember?
Maybe it's hard to remember as Vambrace? If memory serves me right, you weren't exactly in the best of spirits when our paths first crossed. I'm not sure why you're so determined to return.
You know what? I'm just gonna use magic to bust us out of here.
It isn't advisable to use your abilities in front of them.
Why not? They already think I'm in cahoots with demons.
But they will hang you for being a heretic.
What, like a Salem situation?
Do you expect me to know what that means?
Look, we did it your way, and now we're gonna try it my way. Did I just do that?
Quick, put this on.
Who's there?
I will free you, but you have to put it on and do as I say. Okay, it's on.
You. You're the one who stood up for me in court. Why are you doing this?
Because I believe you. But we must hurry.
I'm not like the others.
How did you sneak past the guards?
I wear yellow.
I
That's
prepared
how
a
you know.
tincture of slumber baked into a pastry.
Looks can really be deceiving.
Let's go before they wake.
Wait. Where are we going? What's your angle?
Angle?
She did defend you in court, and right now she seems to be your only option.
Fair point. All right, wherever we're going, there's got to be food.
Well, this is serendipitous.
You're telling me.
Did you say something?
What? No. Please, after you.
Imagine just risking your life and your everything to break someone out after seeing them in court. Like, she has rights to guys in prison vibes, you know? I just saw you in there and I just knew. We need you. I believe you. I'm gonna poison guards and break you out. The hood Auden gave Frey to wear was when she broke out of the Tower of Benoit in a city as small as Sipple. Any unfamiliar face would stand out as suspicious, hence the need for such a precaution. While it's helpful, it certainly isn't comfortable. I've got a hood on my head.
You sure this is a good idea? I mean, aren't you gonna get yourself in trouble?
Don't worry about me. Besides, I couldn't just stand idly by while they treated you so unfairly.
She's like, I'm an empath. I see your aura.
Who were those people running the trial?
You mean the Council of Sepul? They're the leaders of our city. They settle all our disputes.
Judge and jury all rolled into one, huh? Efficient.
Big old tower.
As you can see, our land suffers. Everything that corruption touches...
It breaks. Yeah. I saw it up close. It's real fucked up in there. Not pleasant.
Indeed. Athia's all but lost.
Where did the break shit come from?
I'll tell you soon enough.
I want the people of this land to like start repeating the curse words back to her like it's like it's, you know, proper language. Yes, the break shit. The name Frey devised for the corrupting miasma that blankets most of Athia. Nobody knows where it came from or why it suddenly appeared. What is clear is it's no mere weather phenomenon. It creeps insidiously along the ground, breaking everything it touches.
So where are we going exactly?
We should make our way to the lower city.
The lower city. Got it.
Good workout getting these steps in.
What were you even doing at the courtroom?
No one has arrived from outside the city for many years. Everyone in town wants to know who you are.
The price of notoriety, I guess.
Famous.
After what you called the break shit.
Oh, there you go.
Let's just go with the break.
No, go with
After
the break shit, it's fine.
Occurred, people fled their villages. Sepul is the last bastion.
Damn.
I would advise staying off the main thoroughfares. Less chance of being spotted.
You know, we should stay off the main thoroughfares. Less chance of being spotted.
You're right.
Stealth mission. The classic. Nope.
Wow, nice digs. Some schmancy houses.
Look at all the stars.
Ah, yes, the Upper East Side.
Technically, we're in the north of the city.
Far out! She can't have got far!
It appears they've noticed that you're missing. Head for the shadows and keep moving.
Stick to the shadows.
Great idea.
I get to seem really smart because I've got a smart cuff
Why
on
can't
me.
you be more like her? She likes all my ideas.
Pretty building. Don't let them spot you. I'm bad at stealth, but we'll see if we can get this the first time. I feel like if I was going to be transported to another world, I would want to not be in jeans, though. Especially doing all this parkour in these jeans. Like, how these haven't split yet, I don't know. What would you have on? Probably want some nice sweats, you know? Comfy t-shirt, a hoodie. Yes, let me move. Maybe these are jeggings. I want to get back into the world and be running around. Well, no one there.
You are safe now.
No need for me to step through this doorway.
We are close to where I live. Come, I have food.
Bit of a half-hearted thank you, I must say.
Nobody does anything nice without wanting something in return. I have trust issues.
Do you trust me?
What you and I have is an unholy alliance at best. I couldn't get rid of you even if I wanted to.
She did just risk her own life to get you out of jail.
Point taken. Plus, she promised me food.
And don't you want to know what she wants? It's quite the mystery.
Look how pretty the
More
sky
interested in
is.
the food at the moment.
Starry night. Okay. Well.
We can speak freely here. I am Odin Keen,
What is your
daughter
name?
of Robian and Callista Keen.
Well, I'm Frey Holland, daughter of who the F knows.
I don't know how to respond.
It's okay. Boring story. I'm over it.
Liar.
Now we just need her to introduce her later to her friends and be like, this is my friend Frey. She is daughter of who and the F.
My father was a notable cognoscent.
Cognizant?
Cognoscent.
You say tomato, I say tomato. Tomato, tomato.
You are very strange, Frey. Cognoscents are Athia's most highly respected scholars.
Oh my god, walking along like
And my
this is
mother
so
was a
frustrating
general.
after running and doing all that parkour.
That is a lot to live up to. Wait, was?
I've been on my own almost my whole life.
I know what that's like. I don't have any parents. I had some foster ones, but they never really stuck.
So you must feel the same way.
That we got royally screwed?
That we must help others.
Tomato, tomato.
Let I'm in a little disco over there.
This is my home.
You live in a bar?
Above.
I like you more and more. So about that food? You had this on you the whole time?
I needed you to follow me. Frey Holland, daughter of who the F knows.
Just phrase fine and well played. Well, thanks for the jailbreak lady and the apple, but this is where we part ways.
Please wait. I need your help to save my homeland.
Mystery solved.
That's not happening.
The circle of bending light, the rushing sound. That's what brought you here, yes? You want to go back home, don't you? I may be able to help you.
Size of that thing.
I'll give you to the bottom of a drink. Nice. Looks like one of those medieval-themed bars. Hey!
Sorry, I didn't see you.
Give it back. Come on.
Can't thief
Second rule
a
of
thief.
pickpocketing, never give back what you stole.
What's the first rule?
Don't get caught.
What is it anyway?
Something that ain't worth crap here.
Well, if it isn't worth anything, why can't I have it?
Nice try, Munchkin. Now scram!
Little punk.
A pint of your finest ale, my good sir.
Oh, hell of a kick. You guys do not mess around. All right, let's hear it. This isn't gonna last long.
My father researched the phenomenon known as the Tirana extensively.
Tirana?
The tunnel of light you traveled through? I believe his work holds the answers you need. I could give you his findings, and...
Here it comes.
In return, I
Anyone
want you
ever
to
go
find
to
his
those
research notes
Renaissance
on the
fairs or LARPs or anything?
They are...
In the break, right?
Are you allowed to
not
go
seem
in
to be
normal
affecting
clothes,
you.
even though everyone else is dressed up?
Many have tried to find what's outside the city, but they don't get far before...
Before what?
You are the only hope we have. You're special.
Okay, you obviously don't know me. I want proof.
Follow me and I'll show
I feel like
you.
I would be more inclined to do a LARP
I haven't said
than
yes.
a fair. Because I'd want to get immersed, but then everyone like being out of costume and stuff and just being normal would like break my immersion.
Do you believe her?
I suppose anything is possible.
But if it was like a Westworld situation, it's like, go here for the weekend and dress up and be in character the whole time, I'd be like,
into that hellscape.
let's do it.
Come on, it'll be fine.
Hello, I was Goblin. Oh god.
Not comforted.
Walking on my knees with my shoes like strapped to my knees the whole time, paint my face green. Hello, hello, hello. Can we do something about this guy? What do you mean do something about this guy? I is a goblin, I is not a guy. I is here to enjoy my weekend just like everybody else, actually. He's walking around with his shoes on his knees.
Well, now. I've not seen you around before. Hello? Did you know there are monsters out there that can fly? Actually fly. Fancy that. Not that you believe me, of course.
Bye. Who this?
Is this then? Your folks?
Yes. It was painted when we were at one of the Cognoscence guilds. Father was one of the Cognoscents of Janoon.
Bless you.
He had the foresight to move his work to Praenos just before the guild in Janoon fell to the break.
So your dad's notes are in Praenost?
Yes. He brought me here to keep me safe from the break. But it wasn't long before he went back to finish his work. That was 20 years ago. I never saw him again. And the break eventually overtook everything outside the city.
Boom, boy, you got a whole library in here. I'm surprised all of those peasants out there haven't ransacked this place. I suppose they have nowhere to sell them.
Could you tell me about him?
He was a brilliant man.
No
Beloved
use
by
for
many.
books.
He was close to finding a way of slowing down the break, maybe even reversing it. People put their faith in him.
Our person in the back
believed
there's
that he would
got
make
some
the world what
hair
it
on
used to
him.
be.
That's a do.
I'm trying my hardest to continue his work, to keep hope alive. Here, these are his notes on the Tirana.
Yeah, this looks familiar.
You can have this after you help me.
Quid pro quo. I get it.
He kept his notes on the break and read journals like this one. I need you to find them and bring them back.
Okay, so I go and get the journals, bring them back, and then we're square. That's the full extent of my savioring.
I will do everything in my power to help you get home. You have my word.
Cross your heart and hope to die?
You wish me dead?
No, it's a phrase we have on our... Forget it.
I shall pretend those words were never uttered.
Good. Okay, I'm in. Why not? It's not like I've got any better options.
Oh, this is good news. You're truly helping the people of Athia.
Not why I'm doing it, but yeah, sure.
If you're planning on heading into the break, you'll need to get some rest.
I'll go in the morning. You got anywhere I can crash?
Crash?
Crash. Sleep.
Oh, of course. Follow me.
Crash, you stupid Maria. Just starts getting way too aggressive with everyone. Just all of the New York coming out.
You can use this room whenever you like. And I'll prepare a change of clothes for you.
Thanks.
You're a lifesaver.
A change of clothes. We're gonna get some LARPing outfit here. Would I LARP now? I mean, yeah. I feel like if I had time, I would explore a bunch of nerdy stuff and hobbies. You know. LARPing, tabletop stuff.
Day. Still can't tell if any of this is real.
And yet it is.
Painting
Now rest.
models.
You have another big day tomorrow.
I have to go with a good one though, you know. Don't just want to be disappointed the whole time. Boom, boom, boom. But what would you, if you guys could go to any sort of Westworld type situation for a weekend where everyone's in top of the line costumes, everyone's in character, it's just a pretend fantasy weekend, what would you do? Either a franchise, a world, you could be oh, it's a Lord of the Rings weekend, or a Western, or a sci-fi, or Star Wars, or there's World of Darkness, vampire ones, where would you go hang out? You'd have to do the classic fantasy one at least once. Oh, here's our outfit. Cloaked up. Gear. Describes a range of items that Frey can equip in order to improve her skills, stats, abilities. Change what you currently have equipped in the gear section in the main menu. Be sure to check what effects gear can get your hands on. You might have make a big old difference. Nice. Here's another cloak.
Now you look like one of us. But your shoes betray you.
These have gotten me out of a lot of scrapes. Where I go, they go. The kicks stay.
So it shall be. Here, you'll also need this. It's a map of Athia. It should aid you on your journey. Here, I've marked the Cognitions Guild.
Perfect.
Cognitions. Given to Frey by Auden. Detailed map depicts all four of Athia's realms, Janoon, Paternos, and in the very center sits Calpol. Before the coming of the break, people traveled freely throughout these lands, but those days are over. Potter. Yeah, you could like go to Hogwarts or something for a weekend. I'd have to do a Star Wars thing, I think. Tatooine, Mos Eisley. Hanging out in the cantina.
Thank you again. Tanta's blessings.
You too, whatever that means.
One of your finest Jawa juice, please. Oh, that'd probably come up with a better voice. That guy sounds like he's over here from the medieval LARP. What's going on? One of thy finest Jawa juice. Ah, is that bantha milk? I too believe those ruffians in the corner are taking some spice. Time to call the local Imperial garrison.
Maybe you should grab an apple.
An apple a day.
We'll keep Frey's hunger at bay.
Such a poet.
Nice, I like the cloak. Alright, let me get back to running around. While you're in Sipple, explore a variety of side events involving various townspeople. Certain sub-events may become unavailable. Be sure to walk up and press boop and say hello when you have the chance. Alright.
So,
side quests.
How do we get to this Cogniscence's guild place?
If I'm reading the peasant girl's map correctly, we'll need to leave the city by the south gate.
Now what do we think of the outfit?
Let's get going then.
I think it's an upgrade over the plaid.
Fair maiden, a moment, if you please.
A bard.
Pray, lend me your ears. I have a fine song to play you.
Should we listen to his song? Of course.
Very well. Then allow me to regale you with...
What's the difference between a minstrel and a bard?
The enormously clever person of Sipal.
Is that really the best title he could come up with?
Well, did it speak to your soul? Did the doleful melody conjure images of the encroaching miasma, the unearthly cries of its foul denizens?
You didn't even sing.
The unlucky inhabitants of this fair city, myself among them, cursed, never again to venture beyond its walls.
Again? Have you ever been out there?
But of course. What manner of minstrel would I be, did I not go wandering over hill and dale? In my dreams, of course.
You, bard!
Actually, I'm a minstrel.
Criminals roam the streets, and still you do not cease your racket. There is a crisis afoot.
Forgive me, but there is always a crisis afoot.
Afoot.
You may have a point there, but nonetheless...
She's a guard, Frey. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, why are we still standing here? They're looking for you.
Guess I'll be on my way then.
Put your hood up.
Wait. You're...
So sorry to see you go, fair maiden, but go you must. And quickly.
That was a little too close for comfort.
But we got away, thanks to the fop. Dream wanderings indeed.
Yeah, and that song. What the hell even was that?
Don't let me interrupt. Carry on, carry on. With you. Alright. Oh, it's like being back in high school.
Feels a little more, I don't know, cheerful in the lower city.
When food is short and one's days are numbered, every moment is a gift, I suppose.
So, they're happy because they can't afford to be sad. That's fucking depressing.
Do I have photo mode yet? Is that a thing? Didn't it say like my phone's... Ah, there we go. Hang on. Just the way we're so close and she's looking at me. Sorry, Can't talk now. There's a prisoner escaped. I'm keeping both my eyes open on lookout for her. Oh yeah, good luck with that. What's she look like? Kind of like you, actually. Sorry, could you move so I could keep an eye out to make sure she does not come this way? She got a hood and everything, and then she was supposed to wear the hood to stay incognito, but no. The models look really nice, though. It's definitely how that guard sounds. Let's find out.
There's even more guards out looking for you than yesterday, and Councilwoman Dax is in charge of them. Be warned, she's not to be messed with.
What do you mean? Who are you? Why do you know me? Why are you on my side? What? Have I missed something?
There's even more guards out looking for you than yesterday, and Councilwoman Dax is in charge of them.
Alright.
Be warned, she's not to be messed with.
One of us, I guess. Oops. Oh, God. Disgusting. Bless you. Keep those germs away from me. What are you doing? Playing a little bit of wall drum there. My favourite game as a child.
Okay, I need to
play my sticks.
Now.
Good luck finding a square meal in this town.
I'll play my sticks against the wall. It's got nice reverb. The way they echo off of these bricks.
Not exactly peaceful here, is it?
I'm used to it.
Ah, yes, you're from a filthy, noisy, awful place too.
I'm so glad they have cats in Athia too.
Pet it.
Why, exactly? Do you have some special attachment to the ridiculous little creatures?
Huh? What? No. Miss you, Homer.
Why are we denying we have an attachment to cats?
I'm so glad they have cats in Athia
Why
too.
are you not petting it?
Why, exactly? Do you have some special attachment to the ridiculous little creatures?
Huh? What? No.
Why is she acting like it's shameful to love cats? Sounds fun, right? Thank you so much for 11 months. I appreciate it so much.
Damn it. I mean... Well, that was a short trip. How the hell did you get out of this dump anyway?
I can't pet the cat.
I know a way.
You been following me, kid?
No, but I know how to help you.
Really?
I know everything around here.
Mm-hmm. And what's that gonna cost me?
An apple, maybe?
So you have been following me? Sure. You seem hungry.
Oh, I can't blimey, this will last me a week, miss. This is size of me head.
Don't you want to know my name?
Not really.
It's Olivia. And you're Frey. Everyone's been talking about you.
I guess I'm kind of famous around here.
Does famous mean hunted by the gods?
More infamous?
I call it finders keepers.
Damn. Did you steal all this stuff?
Not all of it.
You're growing on me, kid.
Sometimes people have no idea what they're throwing away. I often make new things out of the stuff. Here, if you get hurt, this will help you heal.
Is the Big Apple a reference to New York? Do you know what? It
All
might
right.
be.
Nice. You'll have to give me the recipe.
Of course. Let me teach you how. Try it.
Topsy-turvy fairy tale land. Bomb flax. Olivia has given you some bomb flax. Crafting. Refine and combine various resources you find in the field to improve your cloaks and necklaces and create various useful items. You need to find a crafting bench, but when you do, you'll be able to stock up on healing drafts. Okay. Increase medicine pouch capacity. Let's do that first with a nugget. Tinkerer. What can I upgrade? Don't have them yet. You got crafting. Look around the dump and see if you can find some crafting materials.
People really do throw a lot of stuff away, huh?
Yes, a lot of use.
No. What's up, peasants?
Wait, this might come in handy.
What this? Craggrass. That's the name of my goblin when I go to the LARP. It's Craggrass. Craggrass. First of his name. Now I can upgrade. Upgrade my cloak. The health on it. Sure. Another skill is required. Find all kinds of crafting materials out exploring the world. Collect enough of them, you'll be able to make new items and improve your gear. I just want to get back out into the world and running around
got you
now.
Something.
That thing you said isn't worth crap.
No, not my cell phone, and thanks for not swiping that again.
I don't steal from friends.
Friends? Cool. Well, as your friend, I got you this.
I feel like it's been a while since Frey had one of those.
Wow! What is that? Are you a Tanta?
It's a pen light, and no, I'm not a Tanta. What's the deal with those guys anyway?
They were the strongest and most powerful women in Athia. They all had gifts. And in the past, they used them to help protect the land. And one day, they will again. They'll come and save us.
Listen, kid. From personal experience, you gotta look out for yourself. People only really get saved in fairy tales.
You're wrong. You'll see.
All right, well, I got a split. You said you knew the best way out of this place?
What's up, Python?
Well, if you climb over that wall there, that should help you get to where you want to be.
Cool. Thanks. I'll, see you when I see you.
I'll keep the city safe while you're gone.
Sure. You do that.
Cute. All right. What's happening here?
Tanta's blessings be upon you. You are the escapee. Please, I beg of you, do not harm the children. Tanta's blessings be upon you. You are the escapee.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna keep running around in here. I want to get out into the world, man. Okay. The guild.
Why don't your trust issues extend to the street urchin, I wonder?
Because I've been there, alright?
She reminds
Let's
me of
just leave it
me,
at that.
Cuff. I was a street urchin.
Yeah.
Don't you understand? Which is the one that I... What's the... got the most range?
You ready?
That one, I think. Like this one... What's its little thing? Bink, bink, bink. Sort of like mid-range, then this was the close one. I think.
Here it comes.
I think I like that one best. And we'll try the bind again. Oh, hello, what's that?
Did you find something?
What the hell are these things? Are they people?
Zombies.
I believe this is what happens when humans are affected by the break.
Then I can't kill them.
What choice do you have? It's either them or you.
Defeat
So
the enemy.
This is what Auden meant when she said people who come out here don't make it very far.
Explains why the people of Secor prefer staying inside those walls of theirs.
The way it said that makes me wonder if there's like some sort of pacifist thing of not dealing with the zombies and that they can be turned back or something. I don't know. Maybe I just run through. Oh no, I have to... It's like a mission. Well, okay. You're gonna die then. Come here.
Well, do something. Perhaps avoiding attacks.
I tried.
Using me to fend them off.
Aw. Or you might get a little scratch. Ah! Ready?
That kind of magic requires more range.
Fire things.
I guessed that already.
They're everywhere. Try something else.
Okay.
Give him some of this. Murder, murder.
That'll do it.
Meow. Battle rankings. Actions during a battle are rated and a ranking awarded at the end. The higher the ranking you receive, the more items you find after defeating an enemy, the more experience you earn. Attacking from behind, performing other actions that swing battle in your favor and improve rankings while taking damage puts you at a disadvantage and lowers it. Okay. The more you perform the same action in a battle, the less effective it is at improving your ranking. Interesting. Little oasis. Fonts of blessing? Do you pronounce that fonts or founts? Fonts, right? Is that how you spell like church font as well? Sacred spots where it said dormant magical abilities can be awakened.
Whoa. Do you feel that?
Those are powerful magical energies indeed.
I have a little bath.
Why not dive in and see what happens?
Game over. Spooky. Okay. New spell. Leap. Kick off a wall in order to climb higher. Alright.
What the hell was that?
Baptized.
Did something happen?
I don't know. I feel more powerful, I think.
Nice. Pilgrims' refuges. Find pilgrims' refuges dotted around the world, places of sanctuary where you can rest up in order to restore your health and craft items. Cute little building. Oh, sees you. Let's at least take a look inside. You can fast travel, alright?
At last!
Yes, very fortuitous timing, I must say.
So that's our crafting bench. And then do we get bits of lore in each one? The break wiped out 99% of Athia's population within a year of it appearing, either directly or indirectly. Those who were not turned into mindless beasts by it were slain by those who had been, or worse, by the Tantas they once trusted to rule over them. The scarce few lucky enough to find their way to Sepal were the only ones to survive. Tantas worked long and hard to make Athia a place where all the realms could be peaceful and all the people could live happily, but their work was so very hard and so very important that they were unable to have families of their own, as we humans are lucky enough to be able to do, which just goes to show how much they love us and how seriously they take their work. Picking that stuff up. Do we need rest? I mean, may as well rest while we're here. Not allowed families, eh? And we were an abandoned baby, eh? Huh. Takes out magnifying glass, peers into screen.
Think I might go back.
Well.
But I've only just woken you up. Very ladylike.
What? I can't even yawn
Yeah,
now?
for what? Yawning? What are we talking about? Cuff? Since when was yawning not ladylike? What? Oh, bloody hell. Oh, how dare you. Disgusting. Sorry, what? Literally never heard that before. Was that a thing? Hide your yawns, woman. No man will want you like that. Points of interest and rewards. Spots all over Athia where you can earn rewards that help develop phrase skills further. Meet conditions laid out in order to earn your reward. It's usually well worth the effort.
There's something here. I can feel it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Eliminate the... What is that?
Something's there. What shall we do?
Could pretend we didn't notice.
Is it that thing or these things? It's probably that thing, right? Let's do these ones first.
These break zombies, they're everywhere. I'm sure they were nice people before, but come on.
I'd say now's the time to strike.
No shit. Here it comes.
Whoa!
Honestly, I really like the combat. I hope we unlock like a melee thing, so when I'm in close like that, I can sort of just like do some roundhouse kicks as well. That would be pretty cool. I've heard that the tree, like there are some really cool spells. It just like takes a while to get to them.
We got this! Like that!
So I got magic +1 for doing that. Let's go see what that big beast is.
Huh.
Scavenge. Big boy. It's fine, he's a bear, I'm one of his own. Hoy there, bear!
Nope, not working. You're good.
Tis I.
I wouldn't say good exactly.
You ready?
Toast!
Look out!
Oh dear.
Yeah. Much obliged.
Wow. Last chance block. If you receive a blow heavy enough to reduce her health to 0, Cuff becomes unable to protect her for a short while, putting her in a very dangerous situation indeed. His ability to block will return eventually, and a successful killer blow can restore it instantly.
Undo.
Dodging. Excuse me, I just did an ultimate on you. How dare you just power through it and kill me? Try again. First death. No death run.
Might as well pocket this.
Maybe try a different... Steady stream of rocks while charging unleashes high impact long range projectiles. Maybe, yeah, keep our distance. And use the disperse.
Do run away if your death's...
You're not joking, are you?
Ah, comes out of nowhere.
Yes, close to me.
Got you on your toes now.
Well, do something.
Dodgy, dodgy, dodgy.
Come on.
Hit it. Oh, it's so much damage. It's so not supposed to be. Look how much health it has. It's so not supposed to be here yet. Damn it. Alright, you get to live for now, Bear.
No.
I'm not going to be stubborn like I was with the, what were those things that were like hard in Zelda? I spent like 2 hours fighting. Okay, we'll open this though.
Better than nothing, I suppose.
Oh yeah, the Lionels.
Did you find something?
What's in here? Sounds like zombies.
Wonder how long this thing's been here.
Certainly longer than you've been alive.
These lake zombies, they're everywhere. I'm sure they were nice people before, but come on.
Whoa.
Mana pools. Special places known as mana pools, where the power required to master magic wells up from beneath the ground. Walk up to one and find it and receive something to help you develop skills. So much info. Just interrupted a zombie tea party. They're just chilling in here.
Was kinda hoping to find some kick-ass treasure in there.
One can expect too much of dilapidated shacks, young Frank.
Guess so.
What's that place? Da, 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 da. It's a very good looking game. We zoom in.
Something's there. What should we do?
Could pretend we didn't notice.
Oh!
Very nicely done.
All right, that's our next move. Here it comes.
I help to fall back a little.
Agreed.
Tired after that little performance?
Hey, I'm always tired.
All's well then. Wonderful.
It's my secret cap. I got to change my weapons more if I want higher ranks, I think. Oh, there's some glowy stuff over there. Oh, I can't even go in here. Alright.
Hey, what's that over there?
How very peculiar.
It's like a big bird cage.
There's something in there. I can feel it.
Then let's venture inside.
Labyrinth.
See what it is.
Dungeon or something? Like a sort of Zelda dungeon or something going on? Detours. Locked Labyrinth. East. They got the purple lights going on. Mysterious underground locations with a long-standing connection to the Tantas, full of enemies. You can also find hugely powerful equipment in their depths.
Where are we?
Somewhere underground, I think.
Very nice. Somewhere underground, you think? Alright, I mean... Not as smart as I thought you were, Cuff. I feel like this game would be even prettier on one of those like TVs and stuff, you know, when the lights come out the back. Anyone have those? I feel like I need to do that at some point. That would actually look pretty cool, because like I'm proper in a corner here and against a wall. Light up all of the thing behind.
I sense a hostile presence. Be on your guard.
Yeah, stay frosty.
It's just me, I haven't eaten. I'm the hostile presence.
Hey, come at me. Or are you scared?
Let's show them a thing or three.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
Incoming.
Here's several things to be shown.
Good, right?
I wouldn't say good exactly.
Pow, 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 pow. Radipor, thank you so much. Another 11-month resub. I appreciate it. Thank you. How are you doing? Hope you're well.
Right in the sweet spot. That's it. All right. Getting kind of sore.
Quick breather.
No? Okay. You got backlighting on the TV. It's very pretty. Nice. I haven't bought a new TV in, God, so long. Because everything's just on my monitor. I feel like my TV is like 10 years old, actually. Probably if I got a new one, I'd be like, oh my god. I've thought about, like, trying to get some sort of... I think about it sometimes, like a new TV, but then it's like... I just never use it. I'm always on the monitor, and then I think about maybe getting a better monitor, but I'm like, I didn't even get these that long ago, but I didn't get super expensive ones, so they're not even like super high resolution, and then I'm like, do I want to go down that rabbit hole and have all these upgrades and like high res stuff? Because I do just like, it's fine, 1080's fine.
Should come in handy.
I feel like you just end up going down the rabbit hole, as is the theme of the day, and spending more and more and more and more and more and more. And schmore, and schmore, and schmore. Meow. Maybe I should look at whether I can,
Just thinking I could use...
do new spells. Yeah, can I do it anywhere? Anywhere I want. Anywhere I want. Night Barbie, hello. Tendrils. Send an ivy whip snaking out around you that deals damage over the surrounding area. Heals based on how much damage it does. Okay. Can we actually look at these spells, even though we can't unlock them yet? Just have a look at the tree. Surrounds you with stones that defend against enemy attacks. Fire seeds into enemies that continue to deal damage. Place a magical trap in a spot of your choosing. Vivify. Use your crafting skills to increase the amount by which a necklace improves health. Genesis, level up. Looks pretty cool. Modify. Shield shot level 2. Ah, so that's my, like, shots leveling up. Scatter shot levels up there. Maybe do the tendrils? Causes magical poison curing plants to spring forth from within you. Leech. What does that look like? She wants stuff that looks awesome. That just wraps around her wrist. Tendrils looks cooler. Learn that. Magical spells. Nice.
Something like this.
As long as you use it wisely.
Yeah, I got an A grade for that. Ah, so that's on there. Look, this is going to be full of spells eventually. Sheeps with the 87 months. Thank you so much for the resub. Hope you're doing well. It's a very, very long time. Hope life is amazing. This way.
Here we go.
Such enthusiasm.
Flying through it.
I'm pretty sure I got this.
Oh man, they got you there with the freeze frame. Like the emoji. Status ailments. Certain enemy attacks can inflict status ailments such as poisoning or stamina draining. Make battle extremely difficult. Avoid the attacks in question. Damn.
Wonderful. Try not to get killed, won't you?
Here I come.
Let's try our new spell. Pretty nifty. Well, huh.
Yeah, we got this.
Kinda guessed that already.
Oops.
That'll do it.
These are bars. It's like a family of shadow bears. Just murdering cubs. Murdering the cubs right here. Oh wait, no, this is the badger thing. It's fine.
Sorry, alright? Next one's gonna hurt.
That's all it does.
Oh my gosh, change.
Like that. Woohoo, that's a spot.
Didn't even mean to ult. I feel like I need more damage.
One more round? I think I'm feeling lucky.
Well, it's certainly good to see some enthusiasm.
It's like... What I don't like about that one is like I really have to like tap to do these little bits, and then I'm like holding it, and it's legit like my fingers getting sore just like tapping away. Whereas this one I can just hold it and it does that, so it's like really nice. Night Barbie, thank you so much. 6 months of sub in advance. That is commitment. Thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to Bear Island. Enjoy the emotes.
You can use that to heal yourself.
And thanks so much for the support. I appreciate it. And Lawsy, good to see you. Thanks so much for the 28 months resub as well. Hope you've been keeping well too. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Bam. We'll get better at the combat, I'm sure. Through here. Zipping and zooming. Setting up camp. Find suitable firewood. Use it to set up camp, allowing you to rest up, restore health, craft items, help you on your adventure. Hold down and start building your campfire. Be aware you can still be attacked by enemies. Oh, we're Dark Souls now. Let's try it.
Quick breather?
Please, I'm out on my feet here.
Survivor style. Outdoors person. It's like when they get sent away to like Redemption Island and have to take care of themselves on Survivor, you know? Any Survivor fans in? Ever? Oh, I have to hold it. Reminds me, I actually haven't watched the previous season. I watched like 2 episodes and then I forgot that it existed. I need to go back to it. Let's carry on.
All right, let's move out.
You have put that fire out properly, haven't you?
Seriously? Yes, all right.
The ever sensible cuff. I like how she opens doors. Ah. Tentacle
How about I
dragonfish.
show you what I can do?
What we can do.
Sea monster. Alright, Phoebe, have a great dinner and rest of your evening. This is a cool boss fight room.
Get out of the way.
Oh, damn.
Move out of the way. Oh, I don't want to be in the water with it.
That'll do it.
Where are you? What does that mean? Swim, swim, swim! I don't like water.
Bullseye!
Whipped. What's a Dinosuchus? Is that a real thing? Lesser Dinosuchus
Gotcha.
than succus?
Here it comes.
Does it mean something? I just love the running around and the leaping and the flipping and...
Yeah. Right on the money.
Whoa!
Perhaps avoiding attacks would be better than using me to fend them off.
Sarcastic little cuff.
You might get a little scratch.
Nope. No. What's that? Oh, it's splash. Try different.
this for size.
Where are you? Ah.
I don't mind. Keeps me on my toes.
Dodge it, dear.
Yeah.
Time is of the essence, right?
Is that supposed to be helpful?
Nothing else has any range. Only this one.
Just gonna come out and say this. I am now a major league badass.
You're not thinking of getting rid of me, are you?
That was cool. I wonder if each one has a different type of boss in it. That would be pretty neat. Like if that's the only water kind of sea monster and then the next one is like some fire boss in something would be cool. So every time you go in one, you're like, oh, what's going to be at the end? Like, what's the boss fight going to be? Bam. Just me opening the living room door from now on. Ga-gam! Drop kicking at my cats, just like,
is this thing?
what?
Something ancient and apparently broken.
Ah, we were sleeping. You gave us a heart attack. Sorry, this is how I open doors now. This looks cool. Popping in the machine. To those who would serve Athia, once the people of Reda were our allies, this changed the day they sent a demon to our land. It fed on our people's pain and would stop at nothing short of our destruction.
An ancient demon? Interesting.
Cool. Orison, an ancient adornment that was hidden away in the deepest depths of a dungeon, triggers an auto-heal effect when an enemy is defeated. That's my reward, I guess. Nice. Good night, Anna. It is getting late, actually. It is 11:30. What time is it for everyone? Well, completed a labyrinth. Why does it have another exclamation? I guess I could go back in if I wanted to for some reason.
This time, let's try to steer clear of cute animals.
Noted.
Never.
And this
ever.
time, let's try to be less petulant and annoying, alright?
I'm hardly petulant and annoying.
Agree to disagree.
Are you guys enjoying this game and watching it? I'm enjoying it. The sponsored part's over. I'm just playing this for me now. And for you. What are these? Can we, like, get stuff out of them?
Like that. Yeah.
Something's there. What shall we do?
But I was mining.
Could pretend we didn't notice.
Zombies and things. What's that? That's where I rested, isn't it? That little symbol, is that what that means? Oh no, it's a secret thing.
Not bad, I guess.
Yes, ought to come in handy.
Didn't I already clear those wolves there? I thought I did. Alright, on to the next thing.
Keep your wits about you.
Very much in the room, thanks.
Oops.
Whoa! Oh, that was close.
Yeah, because I've been seeing it getting like a bit of a rough ride here and there, and I'm like, I don't see what the problem is. Like, I don't know what people expected. I'm enjoying it. Tendrils.
Right in the...
Too close, for goodness sake.
But then, like I say, it's been on my radar for since before it had a name, and it was just clips of her running and the combat and stuff, and that was kind of all I was expecting, and I'm getting that, so...
Ready?
I also kind of like the fairy tale vibes, and to me the dialogue, like I said, it's like children's lit, and then with like sort of sassy Marvel kind of thrown on top of it, dialogue-wise, I guess.
And we're back. Good, because it tasted like crap.
Do you think you might consider getting hit a little less?
What do you think I am? Superhuman?
You feel pain, you know.
Yeah, my combat grade is so bad, I need to switch.
You know me so well.
Okay, accidentally ulted that one wolf that had like 10 HP left. not a great witch yet, it's fine, we're working on it. That one wolf just like, why me? What did I do? Ba-boom! To the moon. Monuments, sacred stones in which the Tantas once stored a portion of their power, tainted by the break, but freeing them from its corrupting influence will allow Frey to grow stronger. Various types of monuments scattered across Athia.
Well, this doesn't look good.
Yes, something seems to have drawn the break here.
A monument to love.
But I expect you can clear it away with your powers. Give it a try.
Monument to love, eh? Healing effects. Bum, 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 bum. I wonder if I have any more things. Because I know this was the deluxe. Might have come with a cloak or something. I should put that necklace on though.
I'm feeling this
And
right
I'm
now.
actually wearing
Don't
it.
Question it.
Which is always a bonus. A bonus. Good night, Ginger. What's that mean? The feet, like the little shoe steps. Is it like a fast travel point or something? Let's find out.
Are you trying to get yourself killed?
What, there's full damage?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
But I'm a
Ow.
jumpy superhero.
This amount of brokenness doesn't feel so bad.
Not for you, maybe. Normal human beings, on the other hand.
Broken cart.
Hey!
I knew deep down my mum and dad were dead. I've known it all along. Why am I even trying to get back to Sipple? What's the point? Robbie's the one who needs to get back. He says the research he left in Praynost Maybe the secret to saving everyone. He's never going to get there. And all the way back to Sipple if he's got me to worry about. So I've decided, I'm going to sneak off tonight without telling him. He'll be better off without me. And one day, he'll prove that we didn't do all this for nothing. I know he will. Goodbye, Robbian. Boy's diary. Memories.
Human being, thank you very much. Might as well pocket this.
Stealing your diary, boy. He'll never know.
Looks like this map shows the spread of the break, but it's pretty different from how things are now.
No.
Is that the guild?
According to the map, it is, yes.
Magic points. I like the vibe of these buildings. The outside.
Anybody
it's pleasing.
home?
Thankfully not.
The aesthetic.
Thinking of making something?
Let's upgrade our cloak if I can. Okay, I'm not allowed. I can put more magic on my necklace. What's this game about? We are from New York City, and we fell through a portal of some kind. After we put on... Sorry, no, we put on this magic cuff that we found, and then we like went through a portal, and now we're in Athia. And people put us in jail, and we broke out of jail, and now we're trying to save the world. Pretty much. Let's have a little sleep. So sleep just like restores my health, but I guess it just saves me using a draft, but it doesn't seem like it's that hard to get drafts, so... But you know, it doesn't hurt, does it, to have a little nap?
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Alright, let's move.
Yes.
Bum, ba-dum,
We've a long way to
bum.
go yet.
Ugh, mood killer.
Oh, was it zombies?
Yeah. Seems like the Athians are in.
Get yourself gadooshed.
It's said that the more towers the land has, the more prosperous it is. And the taller, the better.
Guess that's one thing this place and home have in common.
Only is magic.
It might be more accurate to say the more prosperous it was. For the Tantas will prevail.
We got this! Oh, yes.
Looks like we're done here.
It does, doesn't it?
You're done. You're done. Onward. Nearly there.
There it is! Get the fuck back!
Wow. Wow, Cuff. Just said at least somebody loves you. Cheeky little cake.
Got you on your toes now.
Gotcha. Gotta keep moving. Time is money.
Yes, and money is completely useless in Athia.
You don't have currency? Don't you got some crypto coins or something?
Alright! That's it. We go.
We use doubloons.
Oh, yeah. Alright!
You ready?
Hey. I'm so bad aiming with controllers, sorry. This game is on PC as well if you're like me, so... I'm playing this on PS5 though. Much better with a mouse and a keyboard. Well, let me tell ya. But then I feel like the running part is so satisfying. With a controller and an analog stick, and then I can do slow, cool walks, you know? So, swings and roundabouts. It's like Red Dead. I like using a controller for the horse riding and everything, but shooting, like, no, I'm terrible. Look at that. Nice. Kind of look like there's something over there, or is that just a cloud that I'm seeing on the horizon? Looks like there's something out there, right? Like really far away, like another place. Gorgeous though. Why is that flashing? Didn't I do it? Oh, I'm already carrying the max.
Well, looks like this is the place. Seems like it's seen better days.
Well, you're not going to find what you're looking for out here.
I know. I know.
Oh?
Great start.
Don't know my own strength.
Nice.
Ba-boom. Oh, Shardoodles, thank you for the raid. Sorry, I just saw that over on my thing. My other monitor's got a lot of stuff on it at the moment, so I'm like, hang on, where's my thing, actually, so I can see stuff that's happening. There we go. Sorry for missing that. I hope you had a lovely stream. What's in air? Also full. Okay. Can I go up there? Am I gonna... No? Climbing.
Kinda drab around here, don't you think?
I was pressing my, like, magical parkour button, but I just needed to
Sort of
jump, I think.
zone. Catering to all
There we go.
tastes inevitably makes things a little bland.
Great. Talk about a needle in a haystack. How am I gonna find these?
Let's make our way upwards, shall we?
Wonder how many floors. Looks like the break didn't come this far yet. You think those journals might be here?
Perhaps we should take a look around. Interesting choice.
You straight... Oh, sorry, I'm looking for journals.
Weren't you going to look for the journals?
Yes, yes. Quite, Cuff, quite.
Hey, Cuff. Can you read what it says here?
How can you not read their language when you can understand their words?
Beats me. You're Mr. Languages share commonalities across many dimensions.
I suppose I'll have to teach you then, will I?
These mysterious crystals are often found in areas where the break is most concentrated. They can cause memory loss and cognitive impairment on contact, making them a great danger to the average person. However, they only possess great magical power, which some believe may be related to that of the Tantas themselves. Sadly, no cognizance guilds have been able to obtain sufficient numbers of them. We're going to collect some crystals.
This book
Like
contains
some
some
kind of
interesting tidbits
hippie.
about mysterious shards that were found after the break occurred.
So, break shards?
Well, if you like.
Some minerals. Minerales. Someone got a strike for what? For music or something? Among the most mysterious forms of magic the Tantas can perform is the practice of weaving protective enchantments by painting their nails with their own blood. Over the years, the patterns and symbols they draw have come to be associated with their extraordinary effects, leading them to adapt them for use as good luck charms, or wards against evil.
Well now, that's curious.
What is?
The Tantas painted unique patterns on their fingernails with their blood in order to unlock certain special powers. And depending on what patterns they painted...
Huh. Okay. I guess that...
Time to paint our nails.
Now that I did not expect. There's rather an intriguing connection between those two books, you know.
Which is...
Your break shards are said to be imbued with the blood of the Tantas. Perhaps you could use them to get the same powers.
Seriously?
Slay. A nail design thought to encourage proactivity. Yeah, slay. Increase the damage dealt by support magic when surge magic is fully charged. Alright. Blue flash. A nail design thought to summon powers from within. Increases the speed at which attack magic can be charged. Definitely slay. Frey can paint certain special patterns, colours and symbols on her nails to improve her skills and strengthen her spell casting. You need break shards to paint your nails. I kind of love that. Like witchy symbols on your nails to enhance your spells out of your fingers is like, makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Ah, and you can do both hands. Support magic deals more damage when surge magic's fully charged. Attack spells charge more quickly. All damage minus 5%. Put slay on this hand. Honestly, I don't like the minus 5% there, so we're just going to do slay on both. Frey slay.
Okay,
Find new
nails aren't really my
designs.
thing,
Can we
but
see
in
them
this
on there? We
case,
can.
I guess I can make an exception.
I suppose the journals you were looking for weren't here after all.
Go down. Yep, and they are.
I took my chances. Let's just keep looking upstairs.
Nice.
Let's not be ungrateful now. Feels like it's getting brighter.
What's up, Husky?
This isn't what we're looking for either.
What the hell is that?
It appears to be a person under that getup.
No shit, Sherlock!
We need to know who he is.
There's only one way to find out. Okay, Mr. Axe Murderer. I'm gonna come towards you and take off your mask. You're gonna be cool or uncool?
Okay, it looks like we're going with uncool.
So I'm gonna let you chill in my grass prison while I go and look for the journals. Oh, I did not say there were gonna be so many.
Pardon? Milo.
Wait. Hold on. Robian?
Wasn't that in the boy's diary was about Robian as well, wasn't it?
How are you alive? Everybody thinks you're dead.
It's the hue of blue. And the bloomers, too.
I don't understand. I thought you wrote about it in the red journals.
They get inside and... Sometimes I can't. But I try. I have to.
Looks like you're losing the battle with the break, buddy.
Yes, but you... You look like you're winning. How?
I don't know. I am so far from home. I'm trying to get back. I fell through a,
Whoosh.
Yeah. Yeah, a whoosh. Yeah, I gotta get back to where I gotta be through a whoosh.
Whoosh. You will get back to where you need to be. Whoosh.
Yes, whoosh!
When you and your friends stay up too late and everything's funny.
Company.
Stay here.
Company. Company. Time for tea.
Whoosh.
Whoever it was, we need to be
Just
careful.
dying whilst making a cup of tea at like 4 in the morning. Madeline 1220, thank you so much. 6 months in advance as well for the sub. It's amazing. Thank you. 2 of those. Welcome to Bear Island. Enjoy the emotes and thank you so much for the support. A new character friend. Am I about to kiss right now? No. I'm just looking at you all kind of sultry the way I was moving around. Let's go down.
Can't believe Robian was alive this whole time.
The peasant girl is in for the shock of her life.
She has a name, Cuff.
We are the soldiers of the Tanta, Sila. You are in our realm. You are to come with us.
That's not a thing that's happening.
Do we get to fight these guys? So it's not just animals and stuff all the time.
Shield.
Cuff's insight. Plugging away at an enemy without doing a whole lot. Call on Cuff to give you some advice on how to proceed. Press up, targeting an enemy you've scanned with to see Cuff's analysis and insights. Scanned, okay.
Pain in the ass.
Zoom. Sherlock brain. One of Sila's underlings. Without your magical put as much as scratching that shield, might be better off trying to find a way to attack from the rear. Oh then. Oh, that's not jump, is it?
Wait, who the hell are these guys?
Mindless automata whose only loyalty is to Sila.
You're gonna love this.
A little fight in ya. You're gonna love me. That's what that reminds me of.
Well, they're not zombies, but they're still creepy as fuck.
They're merely husks.
Wow.
They feel nothing. Not even pain.
Excuse you.
Slow. Whoa.
Attack the butt. Oh. Well. Hello, boys. Well, resistant.
Come on. This ought to be good. My ace in the hole.
Probably not the phrase to use when attacking from behind, but... Try this.
We got this.
Here it comes.
Can't turn around if you're vined.
That was close.
Yeah. Over the head. It needs to target on more. Like that. Dodge that, thank you.
Here it comes.
No, stay on that guy. It's changing. Probably get some kind of shield break spell later, I would think.
Nope, not working.
It's working a little bit. Is he hiding behind a rock?
How'd you like this?
Get up. There we go. Bit of loot.
Okay, we gotta grab what we can.
It's over. It's still over.
Shit, the journals. Okay, Bob. Bob, come on, we gotta go.
Not the books. Oh, he turned into the grape lady on the way down.
You good? I'll take that as a yes.
Old Papa Two-Face, yeah.
I think we lost them.
He's completely mad. Yeah. Too far gone for anyone's good. Corrupted by the break.
Well, Break Bob here is the best shot I got at leaving, so...
That's quite worrisome.
To be honest, I don't care what you think.
I do have an investment in your decisions. Where thou goest, there go I, and all that.
Yeah, well, whatever magic bound us when I got here, hopefully will unbind when I get back.
Pity. I was growing so fond of our partnership.
I wish I could say the same.
You say something, dear.
No, oh, no, just thinking out loud.
Wonderful. I do that a lot. Or I think I do. Maybe I don't. Hard to separate the voice inside my head from any other.
You know what? I understand you completely.
Sounds familiar.
Tell me about where you come from.
The guy's voice, I mean, not the thing that he
city
said.
much bigger than St.
Although,
Paul. It's called New York.
Oh, yes, I know it.
You do?
Or I don't. The name is sitting there on the edge of memory, peeking through the fog. Or maybe I dreamt it. It sounds like a place I should know. Perhaps I've heard it spoken of. Have you told me of it? Maybe that. Maybe you said something. Yes.
Oh, he's going to be essential.
Knock it off. Shit. Is Sepal on fire?
It does appear to be smoldering.
like, we're all fully on board with the idea that we're probably going to find our parents here, right? You're about to enter the next phase of Frey's adventure. Make sure you're ready before you continue. Already? Like, the world's going to change already? I mean, let's find out what this is. A point of no return already. I'm curious to see what that's going to be. Let us find out.
What happened here? She walks among us. Tanta Sila.
She seeks the one called Frey.
Me?
Your arrival must have sent tremors across Athia. Your presence here has the Tanta frightened.
Frey! You're back!
Olivia, what is all this?
I was wrong. She didn't come to rescue us. You did.
I'm no hero.
Tanta Sila has Odin.
Odin. My Odin.
Bob! Break Bob!
Your concern for the madman is admirable, but first we must stop Sila.
It's okay, I'll try and fix this.
I can help.
No. Absolutely not. You're gonna stay here and find somewhere to hide.
Break Bob's also one of my hip-hop names. Pop Pot, thank you so much for the raid. Let us know what you were streaming. And thanks for coming on in. And I've always got some coffee. If I don't, I'm in big trouble. You're welcome to a cup of mine. Thank you so much. What's occurring here? The witches have returned. What's, hello?
Odin! She's up in the square! You have to hurry!
It's the open-eyed guard again.
It's not the real Tanta Sila. It can't be.
Never meet your heroes, kid.
She is the one!
She looks cool.
Who freed the demon!
Please, Your Highness, your anger will not serve us now. Tell Tanta Sila where she is, child.
Where is the interloper, child? The one who dares trespass upon my realm?
Tanta Sila. I'm Robian King.
Father.
Odin. I served faithfully under Tanta Sinta. My wife Callista was a general in your army. Have mercy on my daughter.
Robian King. I've not heard that name in a long time.
We sneak in.
You have to save the peasant girl. She would do the same for you.
Ah, fuck. I know.
Free by taking Sila by surprise and restraining her. Did you see that guy's circle hat? That was something.
Sneak up behind her.
Hang in there, Auden. I'm coming.
A co-working stream, being productive together. Cool.
I could blend in a whole lot better if you shut the fuck up.
Oh, sorry. Where am I going to sneak from here?
Your entreaties are futile. Your daughter hates the interloper, and what's worse, she refuses to reveal her whereabouts. Someone must pay for such treacheries.
Hunter,
Stand aside.
Listen to me.
Here we go.
Hey, come on. I'll explain shit later.
Interloper.
Stop. You must stop. She can save us. She can end your madness.
What the hell kind of craziness is this?
Tanta Sila has the power to change the state of matter and being. She was using one of her minions as a vessel.
Whoa, wait, what's it doing now? Stop!
Pretty cool.
You die now, interloper.
I don't really know what an interloper is, but I kind of want to make it my life's goal for someone to call me it. What is it? How does one become an interloper?
My magic isn't doing anything.
It must be protected somehow.
Oh yeah, that's not doing much. Crap.
Dodge for now, then.
Flying assholes trying to kill me.
Try and knock it down to the ground.
Or not.
Oof. Got you on your toes now.
Looks like it's her wings or something.
Here it comes.
Wings. Dun dun dun. Alright, now how am I going to dodge these? Get ulted. On YouTube, I may pop this over on YouTube, export it. I'll see how it looks though. Sometimes stream quality doesn't come across great once it goes over to YouTube. This is such a pretty game.
All right.
Get vined.
Take this thing
Oh,
down.
I missed.
You'll only hurt more innocents if we don't.
Try the burst. Oh wait, I can destroy these.
Ready for this?
Oh, fine.
And I'm back.
Da, da, da. Getting involved somewhere you're not wanted. Oh. Oh, now it's just sad. Harry and the Hendersons.
Nope, not working. Take that.
Ha! Ah! Ooh, can I run up the wall? Nice. Tendrils.
So if Sila isn't actually here, where is she?
Watching you from the safety of her castle, most likely.
Oh. This isn't actually her. She's literally puppeting it. I see. Doing alright though, this fight, I think. Whip!
We got this.
Yeah, I guess it depends if I carry on with it. Or maybe it's new enough that I can just put out the first couple of hours here.
Full steam ahead.
Get her.
Whoa!
Oh, got your wings.
What's up with our friend?
Losing one's wings does make flying something of a challenge.
Come on. Yield! There is nowhere left to run!
Not a chance in hell. Ha! Hey. Oh, come on!
Dodge. Cuff counters. Throw up's defense to pull a counterattack, restoring a proportionate amount of Frey's health. If you really nail the timing, you'll pull off a precision counter, an extra powerful blow. Alright. You're done. Stamina 100 increase.
What?
Damn.
No.
Behold the countless fallen, and all because of this demon. You saw what she did. She will kill us all. Surely, Councilwoman Bellet. Surely you agree with me.
Yes.
Should have seen that coming when they were introducing a cute kid friend character. You're my friend! Should have seen it coming.
He is as corrupted as she is. Seize them all before the darkness spreads.
We will do nothing of the kind.
But I didn't.
Odin Keen is wise beyond measure, and has always been a man of his word. Had we known he was still alive, he would be sitting on the council, not you. And this young woman has brought him back to us. Welcome home, old friend.
Tanta Sila's attack shows us one thing.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend.
And how many further agonies must we suffer? Her presence has cost us too many lives.
Councilwoman Bellet is right. Tanta Sila will surely visit her wrath upon us once more.
A clear majority. The girl must be surrendered to Tanta Sila at once.
No need. I'll go to her myself.
Gonna go get some. The Interloper. Trophy earned. Her father's findings. Totally sounds like some sort of Sunday like mystery show. This Sunday on BBC One, Her Father's Findings starts at 9 PM. A new 4-part limited series. Save. Nice. Wow, bang on 3 hours of game time there. Into the 4th chapter. Satisfying. I know it's sad, but look how good my nails look, you know? Slay. An oath of vengeance. Any, like, down the rabbit hole, fish out of water story, they're always in such a rush to get home, and it's like, but why? I get that this is a savage land and a little bit drab, but also, you didn't really, that light's really not working for you, is it? Let's be honest. Oh, let's be honest. Turn the ring light down. That's too much. Everyone's always in such a rush to get home, but like, what did you have going on back at home that was so important, you know? Nothing. Stay here. Be magic, right?
Good morning, Frey. Here are the notes on the Tirana I promised you.
Look.
Oh yeah, our
about
cat.
our deal.
Fair. That's a fair
Your
point.
dad's journals all got burnt up in the guild when we escaped.
It's fine. Frey, you brought him back. That's far more important. That's more than I could ever have hoped for. Here.
Thank you.
So, where can I find Sila?
You should visit the archives in Upper Sepul. You'll be able to find out more about her there.
The archives. Got it.
Alden, sorry to bother you, but I just saw your father wandering off.
Forgive me, Frey. I need to go and find him.
Feels like the dad is kind of an allegory here for like dementia and stuff, right? And Alzheimer's and things. Like wandering off. Old people stuff. A white journal containing Robian's notes on the phenomenon as the Tirana. One of its pages reads as follows. Much remains mysterious about the Tirana. They make instantaneous locomotion possible by altering space and time. But precisely how I cannot say. The energy required to open one is enormous and increases exponentially the farther one wishes to travel. I cannot help but wonder, by channeling enough power into one, could we reach another continent? Perhaps another world?
Right. Off to the archives we go.
I am kind of worried about Bob, though. He is my ticket out of here.
Do what you want. But remember, we have a Tanta to defeat.
Which is also kind of makes it like a bit mean to just call him Broke Bob. My name is Robian. I just can't remember things too good. Yeah, whatever, Broke Bob. Alright. That's probably a good place to put a pin in it, I guess. The start of a new chapter and things changing and a point of no... Oh, okay.
You're Frey, aren't you? The one who used their amazing powers to drive back the monsters. I'm Pilo. Can't believe I'm talking to the hero who saved the city.
Okay, Rice.
I'm not a hero. Not now, never will be. Did you want something?
Just wondering if there's anything I can do. I don't know, I could... Hey, I could show you around town. We haven't been here long, right?
A guided tour, what an excellent idea. Certainly couldn't hurt to get the lay of the land.
No, thanks, but I'm not in the mood.
Oh, don't say that! Look, I'll be waiting for you, alright? When you're ready,
Pilo.
just let me know.
Hey, baby, I can be your Pilo. Hey, baby, I could be. You want to take a lay down on Pilo? New detours now available. Side quests. Okay, no. Don't even give it a second thought.
I need to ask Bob about those Tiranas.
Not in those overalls, goodness me. Bam, 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 bam. The walking animation's nice. Anyway, save before anyone else runs along and interrupts us.